About a month ago, I was scrolling LinkedIn when I came across this course trailer. And it's for a course called Boring Products, Fun Ads. And Shlomo put together one of the best course trailers I've seen in a very long time. So in this video, we're going to break down the whole course trailer. And then we're going to go behind the scenes because I have the script. And we're going to dive really deep into why the copywriting works for this trailer. So first, let's watch the trailer. I'll break down what actually works and what's not working in it from an edit perspective, and then we'll dive into why the course promo script works so well.
This is the average B2B ad. It's generic, buzzwordy, and usually just a big waste of money. But
okay, we're going to pause right there. We're about 3 seconds in, and we've already seen 3 distinct scenes. And I want to go back a little bit because in the edit, he really does a great job here showcasing what's going on. So you first start out with him showing you what other B2B ads look like, the ones that he thinks are bad. And then he match cuts to a corkboard with the ads on there, and then him putting words down of like what actually makes it a bad ad in his eyes. So he's just visually showing you the problem that B2B marketers are having with ads. It's a great way to call out his ideal customer right away. And then if we dive a little bit deeper into the next scene, he's literally burning somebody's ad budget in front of them. This is a really stark visual so that you see it as a viewer and you're like, oh yeah, these ads are just burning my budget, they're not making me money. So he wants to use this visual to show you that problem, and then he wants to tell you what the solution is.
Just a big waste of money. But B2B ads don't have to be boring. I've helped
So now he's presenting the solution. You don't have to make them boring.
dozens of tech companies make ads
and now he's telling you who he is and why you should listen to him. He's worked with many tech companies. Here's his example of ads that he's run that have been successful for them.
stand out, convert, and build their brand. Now,
See, that's really important to do because what if you're watching that, you're like, yeah, they don't have to be boring, but how do I know that I can trust that you actually know what you're talking about? That was how you can trust him. And he does that in the first like 15 seconds so that you know what the problem is, who it's for, and why you should listen to him. Now, let's see what he does next.
My entire creative process, techniques, AI workflows, and tools into one course.
I love that. He's like literally putting the list of things and features you're getting from the course into a bin that's like he's visually showing you, look, this is all inside.
Products, fun ads.
I want to make a note about music here really quick. He starts off with really strong music and it just continues throughout. The music is a little bit quirky. It's got a little bit of it's upbeat. It keeps you engaged in the video itself.
And by the end of this course, you'll learn how to create ads like these too.
And see, now he's telling you exactly the transformation you're going to get. If we go back to the beginning, right? Here's the ads that most people create, and then he's showing you here's the ads that you will create after you're done with this course. So he's literally showing you the transformation and helping bookend that solution as to the problem he brought up earlier in the video.
Let me give you a little tour. The course has 11 chapters. Each chapter includes short step-by-step recipes that will help you write memorable copy.
See, I love this. This is something that most people don't do, which I think is a big missed opportunity, which is showing people exactly what's in the course as opposed to just telling them what they're going to get. He's actually showing you some of the lessons. He's giving you a tease about like the types of lessons that are in the course and how they're structured. He's essentially showing you the quality of the course before you decide to purchase it to give you more confidence in the actual purchase of the course itself.
Come up with eye-catching visuals, do creative research, and brainstorm fun ad concepts that actually bring leads. Now, there's nothing more terrifying than an Australian box jellyfish. It can kill you with just one brush of its tentacles.
That is like the perfect pattern interrupt. We're about just over halfway through the video, and he uses a pattern interrupt like that to re-engage the audience. What does any of this have to do with the box jellyfish? Let's find out.
But the second most terrifying thing is a blank page when you desperately need an ad idea.
See, now he's using really fast cuts to keep you engaged. It was a little bit slower, then he increased the pacing to be a little faster, because it's like, oh, this is such a hard thing to deal with, like the fact that you're stuck because you don't have a library of things that you can go through, or you're stuck on a blank page. And so I really love that he connected those two things as a pattern interrupt for viewers.
That's why you'll also get access to a library with hundreds of ad examples, cheat sheets, AI prompts, and templates. Basically, every possible shortcut to help you brainstorm faster than a team of 10. Come on, man, you're exaggerating. Yeah,
See, and then he uses another pattern interrupt by using one of the clones to like call him out on his exaggeration, which is really smart. But overall, he's also telling you what bonuses you're getting and how they're going to help you. So he's giving you feature and then benefit. A lot of people will give you feature, or benefit. You need to do both. Feature plus benefit will give them a better understanding of why it actually matters to them.
Right, but you'll definitely be faster than before. Creative marketers love this course. And if
I love the fact that he's using the actual testimonials and then putting the company that the people are from and what their level is. So you know that this is from high up companies with people who are well respected and high up in their company and on their team, so that you're not like, oh, this is not for me. You know who it's for. B2B marketers who are looking for a way to level up their ads.
you hate boring ads, I think you'll love it too.
Not to mention the social proof of like understanding what other people are getting from the course.
I'll see you inside.
I think that was a very smart way to end off the video. He's literally shutting the door on you and saying, I'll see you inside, meaning kind of come open the door and join us. Like, it's a really smart way to end it. So that's the actual video. Let's dive into the script a little bit deeper, and I'll walk through what the script says and why it actually works from a copywriting perspective. First off, if I show you the script here, one thing you'll notice is that it's very short. So the visual and the reference are there, but like the actual script of what he's saying is very short, very concise. Because when you're trying to create a minute-long video, you can't have long worded and flowing sentences. You have to make it very concise. But if we start at the top here, this is exactly what we were talking about beforehand, which is he's calling out who his audience is and why it matters to them, what their problem is. And that's exactly what he's doing in these like few words, and it's just a very smart way to do it and very quick, so that he can get into what the actual course is and why it matters. So that's why I use B2B ad. You could say the average ad, or this is the average ad, but he's calling out specifically B2B marketing. And then he's saying what's wrong with it, and he's telling them the problem that they're having. He's really familiar with his audience, that B2B marketers feel like they're wasting money. And so that's why he calls them out here. And then he tells them what the misconception is. So you think you have to create ads like this, but now you don't have to. They don't have to be boring. I found a way that they don't have to be boring. That's what he's implying here. And then again, he dives into who he actually is and why you should listen to him by saying he's helped dozens of tech companies, and like, here's what I actually made for them. And then he dives into the actual list of things that he's put together, and he doesn't even have to list it out because you'll see everything in the box that he's putting together, which is like really smart. I mean, he does list it out a little bit, but it's not as in-depth as like somebody else maybe. You don't have to like list out the feature benefit for the whole thing, because you're seeing just like all the things. And then he's going to dive into it in the next part of the video. And then he introduces the solution, which is the course, Boring Products, Fun Ads. And then by the end of the course, you get to learn how to create ads like these too. So now he's showing you the transformation. And if you look at like what the visual is going to be, it is student work, so that you can see the transformation of the actual work that's being done by those that are in the course. And then this is where it gets really smart. He uses a tour to show you and tease you what's actually in the course, and tells you why it matters and why it's a benefit to you. It's a step-by-step recipes that help you write memorable copy. That's massive. Come up with eye-catching visuals. So now he's like, those are all the benefits, but it's also step-by-step, so it's really easy for you to go through it and come out with a full understanding of how to make better ads on the back end. Then he gives you the pattern interrupt of the jellyfish and cuts to the idea that it's a blank page. So now he's connecting those two ideas, which is like, you don't want to die by jellyfish sting, but you also don't want a blank page. So here's the solution. You get a library of ad examples, cheat sheets, AI prompts, and templates. So like, the copy is there to pose a question, answer a question, and tell you why you should care about this course. And I think that his script does that really, really well. And then he tells you why this matters to you. Here's what it helps you do, but why does it matter to you? Because you'll go faster and do more work. But like, then he calls himself out for another joke and just like adding some humor to the video. But you'll definitely be faster. So like, yeah, he's exaggerating a little bit here, but he calls it out for a little bit of humor and honesty. And then he tells you that you're just going to be faster in general. And then he tells you why people love this by showing you all the testimonials. And then he closes off with like a soft call to action is what I would call this, as like, he'll see you inside. So ultimately, this is one of the best product videos that I've seen for a course in a long time. And if you're looking at creating something like this for your course, what you really want to pay attention to here is the structure of the script more so than anything. Yes, his visuals are heavily inspired by good production and a few YouTubers that he was really inspired by, like the book scene right here with the blank page is inspired by Gox. But the thing that you really want to pay attention to here is that you want to call out your target audience and the problem that they're having, tell them why they should listen to you, and then show them what's in the product that matters to them and why that's the case. You want to give them feature plus benefit, not just benefits and not just features. And you want to do that by actually showing them what's inside the product so they get a sense for the actual quality that you're delivering on. And lastly, you want to use social proof to get some understanding or give people the understanding of people have gone through this and they have actually found success. Here's what they say about that. And then you want to leave off with a call to action of some sort. A soft call to action is great, especially if you think that the call to action may change on the website. So I'll see you inside, or I hope that you find this useful, or something like that can be really great call to actions for something like this. But ultimately, you want a problem, you want to name the problem, name who it's for, tell them who you are and why they should listen to you, and then show them what they're going to get instead of hiding it. Show them the value, show them the quality, and that's how you're going to convince them that this is the right purchase for them when you post the video and they watch it. So that's what you do if you want to make one of these for yourself. If you want to know more about how I put together product videos like this, I did not make this one, but if you want to know more about how I make product videos, hit the link down in the description, book a call with me. We can figure out what that looks like for your product. And if you have one you want me to review next, leave it down in the comments. If you have any other questions, leave them down in the comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can. I'll see you in the next one.